A new report found that the world's top 10 fishing nations are spending billions of dollars on harmful fishing subsidies to not only exploit their own domestic waters, but to fish in the high seas and the waters of other nations. Experts say these subsidies are propping up fishing industries that would not be viable without financial support, and contributing to overcapacity, overfishing, and illegal, unreported and unregulated (IUU) fishing. The report also found that harmful fishing subsidies could also be leading to food security issues in some of the world's least developed countries where foreign fleets surpass domestic fleets in terms of subsidies and catches. The issue of harmful fishing subsidies will be addressed at an upcoming meeting of the World Trade Organization, WTO, that will take place online on July 15. A new report shows that the world's top fishing nations are using subsidies worth billions of dollars to exploit the high seas and the waters of other nations, including some of the world's least developed countries. Published by researchers at the University of British Columbia and supported by the NGO Oceana, the report takes a shrewd look at harmful fishing subsidies, payments made by governments that allow fishing fleets to operate beyond their normal capacity. The researchers found that 10 countries, China, Japan, South Korea, Russia, the USA, Thailand, Taiwan, Spain, Indonesia and Norway, spent more than $15.3 billion on harmful fishing subsidies in 2018, which has likely contributed to a number of social, economic and ecological issues. About 60%, $9.2 billion, of these harmful fishing subsidies used by these 10 nations were spent on domestic fishing, while 35%, $5.4 billion, was spent on traveling long distances to fish in the waters of 116 other nations. The remaining 5%, $800 million, was spent on fishing in the high seas, which are parts of the ocean beyond any nation's jurisdiction. China was found to be the top provider of harmful fishing subsidies, worth about $5.9 billion, followed by Japan at $2.1 billion and the European Union at $2 billion. Kathryn Matthews, chief scientist at Oceana, says the report shows the scale and magnitude of harmful fishing subsidies, which can transfer the risk of overfishing from one place to another. It was reasonably well understood by the community that works on this issue that there were countries that were heavily subsidizing their fleets, Matthews told Mongabay. What we didn't know was where those fleets were going, and how much money they were taking with them to the waters of other countries. Fishermen selling fish in pirogues off the coast of Congo. Image by Rhett A. Butler Race to the bottom. Matthews says the report's findings are concerning as they show that wealthier nations could be stripping away food security from low-income countries by outpacing their fishing activities.